Hello, everyone. I am Purva Aggarwal. I'm a business development and strategy specialist. I work with a boutique private equity firm based in London. Today, I'm here to connect two extremely interesting and hardworking women in my network, Miss Ayumi Moore from Women in Tech and Miss Madhuri Aggarwal from Winnerz Education Trust. Miss Ayumi Moore is the founder and president of Women in Tech, a leading global non-for-profit organization whose twin mission is to achieve gender equality and women empowerment in the field of STEM. I've recently joined the chapter IOMI in UK and India, and I will vouch for the fact that it's extremely empowering and has a really positive vibe and influence within the community. That's great. On the other hand, we have Miss Madhuri Aggarwal. She is the trustee of Winnerz Education Trust, a trust that runs Winnerz Public School. This school is a social and inclusion education initiative. As the principal of the school for over 16 years, the school has provided quality and affordable primary education to the rural migrant children of the society. The initiative has helped over 5,000 underserved children and over 1,000 families when it comes to social atrocities such as beggary, child labor, drug and sexual abuse, domestic violence, unemployment. And I have been in touch with this organization from May 2020 and have been supporting them when it comes to their COVID-19 strategy and digital pivot. I can vouch for the fact that the school and Winners as an organization is extremely powerful when it comes to their impact case study on the grassroots level. So I'm very, very happy today that we all can meet and we can discuss this case study in an action-led manner and hopefully be able to bring out a very strong impact action plan towards the end of the discussion. So before I pass on the attention to Ms. Madhuri to develop on the COVID-19 case story with a small presentation, may I also request Ms. Ayumi Moore, who represents, I think, and heads over 5 million really empowered women worldwide, to say a few words to us.
Please. Thank you so much for this presentation. Well, what I wanted to say is that, so we are quite a young organization in the sense that we are 3 years old. So I built it for many, many different reasons, but one of them, the main one, obviously was the fact that, we talk, people talked a lot about, the problem of gender diversity, of having less women in STEM, but, it's always talks and no action. So I think that even if it's small actions, but we have to act to make change. Change cannot come by discussing it, by making papers, white papers and ideas. If you don't take action, nothing will ever work. So I'm an action person, I'm a doer, I love thinking, I love making initiatives, but doing them behind it. So even if it's, once again I say, it's a small thing, which can be, even if you are able to change the life of one person, that's already enough. That makes me happy. So yeah, so I am there to be able to try and find solutions. And obviously we can't, maybe not going to be able to find solutions for the whole world tomorrow, but I think we can definitely try and make small steps to get concrete actions. And when it works, it can really be like a snowball. We can replicate this elsewhere because we don't have to reinvent the wheel every time. I think, there's so many things people do across the world that are so beautiful and are already so empowering and they're so successful that if we're just there to be able to learn from it, to replicate, I think we're going to have a much more bigger impact. And our aim is really to empower 5 million women and girls by 2030. That's our aim. And if we can do 10 million, that's even better, right? But we are audacious. We dream very big. Otherwise, and we really fully believe that we're going to achieve that. So we haven't started yet going into, we don't have an official chapter in India yet. We have a few people. But our desire for 2020 run is really to be able to open in India because there are so many things that can be done there. There's so many women that are empowered, that they need more empowering. Because I was looking at the numbers. In fact, the gender gap, well, the leaking pipeline in India, it's not so much at the studies level, When you look at women in STEM, it's afterwards, it's not going to the workforce, you know. So it's changing this mind shift as well. And obviously, we have seen with also with the, you know, with this fundraising we did for the laptops, the digital gap, it's really huge, you know, because of this. We need to, so one of our main pillars for women in tech is social inclusion, because I don't think, you know, just empowering women, it's not enough. We have to really leave no one behind. So this is really something that really takes it's very dear to my heart. So if we can work on this together, you know, I'm all ears, I'm all action, and you know, I hope we'll be able to do beautiful things together.
Definitely appreciate that, Ayumi. When it comes to the India chapter, I would say I would be the first person to volunteer my leadership wherever I can when it comes to the chapter being organized and when it comes to the outreach of getting women together. So with that, on that note, on that action-packed note, let's now listen to Miss Madhuri, who will talk to us about the COVID-19 impact case study when it comes to the poor and underserved children, and especially primary education, which is something we should never do without. And then later on, let's open the forum to the three of us discussing some actions that we can do. So let me just give us screen access and see if you can see the screen, everybody.
Yes.
Yes.
All right. So over to you, Ms. Madhuri. We love to hear what you have to say today.
Thank you, Ayumi and Purva, for coming together to support the ground reality of the impact COVID-19. Indian government has announced on 22nd March 2020 full lockdown that resulted in the closure of schools. The children in our school come from an economically backward section of the society, and we deal with the age group 3 to 10 years. The pandemic has pushed them back into the dark future, who actually their parents are daily wagers who have lost their livelihoods. Winnerz School is run by our trust over last 16 years in 500 square yard campus. We offer a holistic experience to child, grooming them for anti-criminal mindset and pushing them towards good values and quality education. In Winnerz, we understand the background of the child and take necessary steps to educate them. I would like to mention one thing, Ayumi over here, Purva, you know, I think about it, that when our team intervene into the family, we find that elder child who's around 6 to 7 years of age cannot go to school because he has to take care of the younger child who's around 3 to 4 years of age.
Yeah, because the parents both are working as daily wagers.
Yeah, yes. Both parents are working. And so we organized a play group for the younger one and put the elder one in a
6-year-old takes care of a 3-year-old. This is crazy.
Yeah, because both of them are daily wagers and they want to go and make money to bring food and bread and butter on the table. And when you go and ask them, why do you not go to school? They say, I cannot go because I have to take care of the younger ones. And when I say younger ones, there are many younger ones in those families because they're genuinely trying for a male child to come in. So they keep trying till 3, 4 babies till the time they don't have a male one. It's crazy.
That is the main, you are right. That is the main thing in India, that they always prefer a male child over a female child. Until the time the male child they don't have, they keep on going for a female child. So this is a very big problem. So we help these children with scholarships and sponsorship coming from our families and friends only so far. Our model, Ayumi, is very simple. We take the child from these backgrounds, we streamline their paperwork, understand their background issues. Like generally, we have seen that father alcoholism, mothers are the victims of domestic violence cases. So we intervene into the family on daily basis. Then we introduce a child to the school in the world of creativity, books, positivity, so that the school becomes a detox location for the child. And after class 5, we streamline them into the government schools and using the government policies. And if we talk about the academic structure, it is supplemented with high focus on co-curricular sports, value skills, and character building. This is very important. We really focus on character building because these values, they do not get from their backgrounds. So child, if anytime, if I'm able to connect you with the students of our school, so you'll really amazed to see that at the tender age of 4, a child is able to read, write, and read numbers also in the mother tongue as well as in English. So that is really, I feel really motivated when he does that. So I hope that I would get a chance to sometime take you to the school online.
I would absolutely adore this. That would be my dream.
And I think in the digital pivot, we are actually trying to, I have some pro bono consultants on board who are trying to create a video tour, online video tour for people to see across the world what the school is. I think that digital strategy is coming soon and you'll be able to see it on the website.
Definitely.
And we will share it with you.
Definitely, Ayumi. And the staff in our school is experienced to deal with these social atrocities. They actively serve with the community outreach and then penetration into it. So there are few associations who support us in this endeavor as they volunteer services to train our students in different fields. 95% of them are women-led organizations. And in our school also, we have 95% women staff. So because we strongly believe that women can change the face of the home, society, and the world. And you are, such a motivation for us, Ayumi, or you and your organization, a true example for all of us. So I keep listening you always on, Google. I keep trying to catch you always. So you're so positive. So that is really amazing. So I always get a fire from you. So this impact story has been recognized in various events by various organizations, such as the mayor, MLAs of our local heads, NGOs, different. But honestly telling you, these awards are only for the world, maybe give us credibility. For me and my team, the success story of these families matters. Now I want to highlight a little bit about that COVID-19, which has twisted our story altogether. 360 we are now twisted. We struggle with money to spare as most of the funds have gone into paying the lease and 100% fee waiver in the last 10 months. So that we always try that we do not lose the children from the school. As of now, during COVID, we have promoted WhatsApp-based education. As the families have only one phone and family also has a big size of say 5 to 6 people. And parents get the phone when they are back from their work.
So you can't have online Zoom classes and they don't understand the software. Teachers are telling me that they don't know how to operate PDF. So it's becoming like a classic case of confusion. So WhatsApp is a familiar software with everyone.
So now we want to give this tech infra to that family as a need-based scholarship so that they can advance as the world moves towards now the digital integration. I must inform you in COVID-19, no fees were recorded as education is not a priority in this strata of the society. With 100% fee waiver even, we got back 45% students in the digital model. But we need to tap this 55% to come back. And this requires, of course, tech and fees waiver push from our end. So I'm ready with my team who's going door to door in the community. We have already started our surveys. People are migrants because basically we deal with these migrant teacher children only, and they're coming back to the New Delhi. So we have created floor plans and facility plans for the COVID-19 crisis for when schools reopen. We want to be prepared by February or March 2021. Now we are looking at
schools are closed now.
Absolutely.
Yes.
It's not holiday season. It's because of COVID-19 that they're not allowed to. So I think it is only class students who are above 16 or 17 years can go to school on rotationary basis.
Yes, rotationary basis.
But it's not allowed.
Can I just 1 second? There's someone ringing at the door. I just want to check and tell them to. I'll be back in 1 minute. I'm sorry.
Please.
So I think you're totally right, Ms. Madhuri. I mean, when it comes to the school, when it comes to these children, it is going to be a difficult time because it's almost been 1 year. Correct me if I'm not wrong. They have been away from school. I can imagine the amount of social atrocities they must have been pushed into without a school. And
Yes.
knowing that it's not a priority, it just will be so difficult for them. So have you
Yes.
seen sort of dropouts when it comes to the school?
Yes, yes, of course. We have to really work hard again at that grassroots level. We have to, take them out from their homes again, because they are now again into that mindset. So again, we have to work hard. We have to come back
And
on the same.
like you were mentioning that most of these parents, they keep trying till the time they don't have a male child or a male born.
This is
So
a major problem. That's
when
why they
there's
have.
these, like when they have so many women children, are they trying to send them to school? What have you seen on the grassroots level?
No, 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 no. They don't want to send them to school because they think they don't require that much of education or schooling. So they always prefer the male child to, give the education, and he should be privileged to have that
That
education.
will be so. If there are 5 kids and the last one is male, so they will not send the first 4 girls to school. They
Yes,
will
yes, yes.
prioritize the male.
That is their mindset. So we have to work hard in this change of society mindset also. So we are planning about that also.
Mm. Please tell us about what you were saying about the new normal plans.
Okay. So I was telling you about that we have created our floor plans and facility plans for the COVID-19 crisis for when schools reopen. So we are ready with all our things. And now I just wanted to say that I'm working on my web tech, also my tech website, streamlining content on WhatsApp based. We are training teachers with the video gadgets. And as I feel that this is the need of the hour. I think I am waiting for Ayumi to, because Purva, you already know of all my,
Yeah, of course. No, I will just add to what you say and also try to, I mean, I've been in touch with this school on and off, consulting pro bono as much as I can to help make the COVID strategy and the digital pivot. And, what concerns me is that this is the story of one community and
yes,
there are
yes,
so many. And I think it was
yes,
Miss Madhuri speaking to me that how India needs more of Winnerz Public School, and they need more of that outreach. And I think it's in their mission statement that in 2021 they want to now, because it's been 1 year, these children are being pushed into social atrocities.
yes,
They've been pushed into child labor because they don't, education is not a priority. So I think we want to replicate the model to 10 more communities in 2021 in New Delhi at least.
yes,
So from
yes,
500 students odd go to 5,000, because these children need us to rescue them. And speaking about the challenges that I have seen on the ground, I have seen the fact that because these parents are struggling to get money. So the average income for this family, just to give you a few numbers, and I'm a number person coming from finance, they are earning together, the man and the wife, both are earning odd £7 or £10 together every day. And they're supporting a
that's true.
family of 5 to 6 people with their parents, with some children, with themselves. And they are only as daily wages getting work on an average, let's say 10 to 15 days in a month. So with that level of income, really low income group, the only priority that they have is getting food on the table. So getting internet package or data packs or smartphones is something which is unreasonable for them to even imagine. It's like a dream for them if that is happening with their children. And so basically what I have seen on the ground reality, looking at video interviews that these guys are shooting for the digital pivot, is that dropping out of school is normal for these parents. They've actually made it a new normal because they cannot pay fees. They are not prioritizing education. So it's actually a normal thing to not send children to school. And where they want to send the child, they want to prefer the male child over the female child. So
That's true.
the push needs to happen where we need to push more and more girl children to come and receive education. And I think it is with Madhuri ma'am also, that what she tries to do is she says you send the girl child for free. While you're sending your male child, you don't leave out the rest of the females that you gave birth to
That's true.
while
This is what
pursuing
we
for a male child. And
this is,
absolutely. And when it came to, when we were talking about the fact that there was no Zoom lessons that they can do, no Google Meet lessons that they can do, WhatsApp became a very nice tool where when the parent comes back in the night or whenever they have time, they can actually open and on their own pace be able to learn the lessons that the school is offering them. And when it came to creating this content, there was also challenges where the teachers had only one gadget, and they wanted to give their personal gadget to their children to go to school, then them giving their personal gadget to the school and making content. The school did not have cameras or video cameras with which you could shoot the lessons and put on WhatsApp. So it was lacking that tech infrastructure the last year. I did put in some of my personal salary so that they could get some smartphones in and start creating content. But that content creation pace needs to accelerate if you want to do it across many communities, if you want to grow this number from 500 students to more students. And when it came to delivering that content, monitoring that content, assessing whether that pedagogy is going to the child or not is a big obstacle in itself. So on the ground, it is something which is very different. When you go to the grassroots, all what you think as solutions in nice offices just goes into crazy concerns where teachers are like, how do we talk about internet data packs? They're talking about that they want a official gadget at home to be able to spare it. They want their child to use their personal gadget. So as solutions, what I have thought, I will put it in front of us and then we will have an open discussion about it. But in my opinion, as a community, we can definitely donate tech infrastructure and safety infrastructure that the school needs, COVID infrastructure that the school needs. I also am happy to keen to work with other consultants who want to come on board pro bono like me to come and make a e-learning WhatsApp based education model where any person, any kid who has any adult with a phone can tap into the school environment across India, across countries, and come into this digital learning mode. Adult literacy is also one way we could take it, where these videos are available on WhatsApp and all you have to do is just pick your phone and see and learn. In terms of what education they are giving to their children, I have a point to make where I think that it is the rich people in the society who can access STEM education. The poor children are not being, receiving STEM education. It's a digital divide which is getting created. So I think we need to enrich the school's curriculum to have coding, to have STEM learning, so that it's just not the rich who are accessing digital integration and inclusion. It's also these poor people who are able to, get quality STEM education with themselves. So, like she said, 100% fee waiver could help bring back 45% students, but that only happened last year. The school is dry out of funds. When it comes to the new academic year, the parents are not sending children to school. So I think our effort as a community should not just be those 400 children when it comes to fee waiver, but also look at expanding into 10 more villages around and make sure that we are doing a fee waiver for around 5,000 children coming in the new year, so that this pedagogy can be replicated. The love and affection Winnerz is giving as an institution to these children, and we have to save them from these social atrocities which they have been pushed in the last 1 year. Pandemic happened, I think, in March. It will almost be 1 year round, and we can just imagine the amount of lives we need to save now and rescue. So this is my opinion, and I would love to hear what both of you say, because you are the leaders who are sitting with communities. Ma'am Madhuri, you're sitting with the grassroots, and Ayumi, you're sitting with a community of women who are extremely empowered when it comes to impact change. So let's now discuss any question and answers that you have. Ayumi, please feel free to put up, and let's come up with some action points with which we could deliver this impact story across and expand it.